took up sports as a graduate student and tried bike racing. And collegiate level bike racing has groups of competitors that are slower than the slow. Like, it's very welcoming and entry level. So take the slowest of the slow group and put us all in a race. And I was off the back of them. And so there's this race, you go around the block, and there's the pack, and then there's me, and so it's very humiliating. And so that could be considered a failure. It wasn't like my main goal in life, so it's like, how much of a failure was it? But it was interesting because I had a little external encouragement by people that believed in me, that said, if you want to get better, you got to stay out there and keep getting yourself embarrassed, but just keep trying to ride faster. And so fast forward about 3 years later, I was top 10 ranked in the country. So, their learning experiences, other failures I've had, been run over by a truck and things like that. And I think feeling like you almost died and being in the hospital and being stripped of control of yourself and all that uncertainty while you're a medical student is I'm very glad that I almost died, because it makes me a more empathetic doctor. So nobody would really wish to be run over by a truck, but it's really interesting to think how that helps me. The cool thing about life is seeing how many times that can be shaped by serendipity. And I think how somebody gets interested in something in research, all different kinds of things are random intersections. Things will happen over time, and what excites you will evolve. The core, I think, is there throughout, and I was a passionate learner. I remember fourth grade, we had an enrichment class, and I got to dissect a frog, and I got to make a candle and learn about pioneers, and I just remember having a lot of creative learning opportunities. So I think the sooner you can figure out what excites you and drives you internally, the better. I guess the best part of my job is that there's always new things around the corner, and there's new stories being made. And when we think about those stories, they're scientific discoveries, but the other stories that are being made are the mentoring and training of people, and then seeing where they go and contributing to that process. As I was picking my job and saying I want to do research and scientific discovery, that was very clear in my mind. It wasn't until I became a PI that I realized how wonderful and stimulating it is to be taking part in other people's training.